Hey, my fellow cyber adventurers and console connoisseurs, I'm Thanklessmeat, and today we're diving into the world of flight simulation and powerful PC setups. First, we're unboxing the beast that is a Virpil HOTAS, and maybe a little bit of controversy. And then we'll soar into the hearts of my ultimate gaming rig. Buckle up, because this is going to be a good one.
I'm so in love with you. You got me down again.
Alright, just a little bit of pretext before we get into this. This is not a paid sponsorship. I was not gifted anything by Virpil themselves. And all this was paid out of pocket, as you will see later on in the video. I've had a blast making this, and I'm still having a blast using these controls. Just so you know, this is a review, not an in-depth one. It's just a standard review and not a tutorial. If you're here for a tutorial, you're on the wrong video. I'm sorry to say, I am not a professional at this. And so now that we've gotten that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the video. So here, we're opening the first box, which turned out to be the pedals. Really nice packaging. These didn't really have too much in the way of padding, but it's all like solid metal and everything like that. So like, didn't really need it, and it was packaged quite neatly. But the box is really nice. You have a little barcode right there to kind of get you to the online manual. It didn't come with a paper manual or anything like that, so you can see here I got the non-adjustable dampener version. I didn't feel like I needed it. Wouldn't know what to do with it if I did. And this is it all opened up. You see the pedals in there. It came with two cables, one aux, one accessory, and then one USB. They are different plugs. One's a 4-pin, one's a 5-pin, so careful, do not mix those up. Then these are the pedals, nice and sturdy, probably I'd say around 10, maybe 15 pounds. Really sturdy, all solid metal. The finish on them was really nice. Nice and smooth, the cam was all smooth, no binding whatsoever. And then these are the extra little cam pieces. You can kind of adjust it for how you want. I'm not exactly sure what kind of adjustments you can do, but they're there if you want them. I kept it standard, and just so I didn't have to deal with any of this yet. Probably change in the future though. And And then those are just little flat or extenders you can put on these little foot pads to kind of angle them. And then this is the next box, which has this is the throttle, the mongoose, and it comes with its own wires and own little cam pieces. They're there so you can put the throttle in different positions of where it goes into afterburner from, and you can there's the wires. Really nice. It is packaged really good, pretty standard, honestly. Bubble wrap nice and good, nice and tight. And this is the throttle. Nothing was broken. I went through, test, and pushed all the buttons and levers and hats. There's so many hats and switches and buttons on this thing. It's super freaking cool. But you can see there in between the throttles, that's where your extra little throttle pieces go. But this is the connectors. You see the USB and the aux there. And these are the mounting points, 4 little screw holes. Didn't come with the hardware to really mount these things to anything, or bolts that actually fit it, so be aware of that. And so then it did come with all these little stickers and stuff of stickers, a nice envelope that you can put on the mongoose, the throttles. And then this is the second box, which was in the box with the throttle, which is the flight stick. It actually came with these little Allen wrenches. It's a little plug. It's a C-type. Packaged just like the mongoose was. Nice joystick. All the hats and buttons worked. Felt really nice in the hand. Even had the little air brake, trigger guard, fire safe. Nice little base. The metal plating on the bottom is pretty nice. It felt like it'd be really sturdy, putting it on a desk or something. Had a dual stage trigger. Yeah, this is all of it kind of lined up. You see there the plating that they're going to go on and attach to the chair, which we'll see in a sec. So yeah, this hardware here came with the chair, which I'll talk about a little later. And it happens that it did have some fasteners that came with the chair that actually fit into the mounting bolts, or the slots for the mounting bolts. You can see here, this is the chair. I like the mounting system on it. You can see there, it has these 3 little slots that you slot in these 90-degree pieces that point up. And it has these nice little wheel brakes, so you don't have to worry about sliding backwards. The chair itself, like the seat, is trash, honestly. You can see out the amount of padding I have to have there just for it to be comfortable. The chair itself is pretty garbage. You see like that little foam padding down there there's barely anything there. But it does recline, but I mostly got it because it has, like I said, these mounting systems for HOTAS. So then this is the bottom of the joystick. There's a little plate it came with. You see all like really nice stainless steel cams, kind of where it mounts, and all the internals. Honestly, the machining looked really, really nice. Super good. And then this is the plate that it's going to mount to. As I got kind of scared here for a minute because it looked like it wasn't going to exactly match up. But with the help of some washers, the bolts actually did manage to fit, even though just barely. And so you see there, that's the plate that the throttle's going to go on, and it has these little T-posts. And I was trying to figure out, this is the joystick. I was trying to figure out how to mount it, and wouldn't fit, so I decided to go this route. And you got this little T-piece that hooks onto the end of the plates. And it secures nicely. Nice and sturdy. You'd shake this thing, wiggle it around. It'll be nice and stable. And I believe I did end up accidentally mounting the joystick backwards, as you'll see here. So yeah, I'm pointing. That isn't where the joystick goes, but it takes one of these 90-degree pieces and they slot right in really nicely. And then it has these little kind of bolts with these little twist heads on them. You use those to secure down the rods, and then there you go. So yeah, this is me figuring out I might want to turn it around if I want to be able to sit in the chair. So this is it, pointed in the right direction. And yeah, these things are like solid steel. Nice powder coating on them, which is really weird because it's such a nice HOTAS mounting system. But they put it on like this shittiest freaking gaming chair. And I was having an issue with this 90-degree mount because inside of it, I don't know if they had the welder a little too hot when they were welding the little nuts on the outside of them or something. But you'll be able to see in here. You'll see in here, there's like a little nub in there where they got the welder a little too hot. I'll point it out here. Yeah, see right there. There's like a bubble where they got the metal a little too hot and it kind of bubbled out. And so I'm gonna have to go through and shave that down because it wasn't allowing the mounting stuff to go all the way in. So this is the pedals. Just moving them back and forth, kind of playing with them. Even now, editing this, I keep like messing with them and push them back and forth. It's a really nice and fun thing to just have around. But yep, see there's your plugs in and out, USB's in, then obviously out is out. And then these are the pedals. You gotta be really careful because the little indentations you see on the side there need to be pointed out away from the pedals. And I was debating on if I wanted the pedals short or wide. And these actually did come with extra hardware, little extra bolts. And it wasn't too difficult to kind of get them out or put the pedals back on. You see here, I'm pointing out that they go in a specific direction. So yeah, it wasn't too difficult. It's a couple of screws, 4 screws each side. And these do have a wheel brake, so they tilt forward and back as well as left and right. So, and it did come with a different spring. I believe a looser spring for the rotation. But I felt like the stiffer spring felt pretty good, and the brake pedals felt really good. See, this is the extra cam pieces and where they kind of go. So for the next part, I get the pieces all kind of pulled out, set up, and I start plugging them in because you have to go into their software and update their firmwares one by one. And so that's what I was doing. And then here, I plug in the throttle, has this nice snap to it. I originally thought the cables were threaded, but it turns out they weren't. And then I plug in the pedals, and I found out they're quick detach. Oh, and then these are the daisy chain cables right here. So IRL Thankless here. That's kind of weird, but it's actually really cool because you connect. So these wires and stuff are daisy chained to kind of reduce the amount of USB slots you need. So you connect one to the computer, then I have it going down to the pedals, and it's daisy chained because each like module has a USB and an aux. So you plug it into the USB, and then to daisy chain you plug out to another device, which is the pedals at the moment, which is USB in and then aux out, which is this wire here that I have threaded up through underneath the desk. And then I'm gonna have the throttle somewhere right here. And I have it kind of hooked up underneath the desk here so that when I want to take the little paddle that the throttle's going to be on, I could take it off and disconnect it and like maybe make a mounts for the wall, or maybe make a little rack or something that I can hook the stick and stuff to. I think that's gonna be really cool. Sorry, that's my jerky stash. Don't worry about that. But yeah, probably back to editor meat. All right, so yeah, welcome back. So I'm starting to get it all mounted up, and I realized I was a bolt short, and I look up, and there it is. It's just sitting there. Oh my goodness. I didn't know what to do there for a second. Yeah, there we go. It matches right up. Goes right in. Yeah, gotta get thumbs up. Victory. There we go. It's all nice and sturdy. Here it is on the mounts. Nice and sturdy, not shaky at all. You get full articulation from it. It's nice and out of the way. It's not intrusive. That's the biggest thing I was worried about, is that it was gonna feel in the way, but it actually doesn't. So if I can show you real quick. So we got this 5-pin aux, kind of hard to tell, but it's easy to miss. But the aux are 5 pins. There we go. See the lights. But the aux are 5 pins, and I believe the USB is only a 4-pin. So don't get those mixed up and try and force it, because you might break it. But as you saw, it lit up for a second there. So yeah, and then it's up on the computer. So now I have the throttle hooked up. Have it wired underneath, kind of through the desk. Some lights going on. So I just want to give you guys context for this next part. So after you seeing me point out the routing that I wanted to do to daisy chain, no joke, took me around 4 hours. 4 hours. This is just an hour-long section of me just non-stop troubleshooting. Let's see it. It starts at 2 hours 5, ends at 3 hours 18. Literally over a whole hour of troubleshooting. Plus more. This is probably like another 25-30 minute session here, or probably more like a 20-minute session. Was it like 19 to 33? Yeah. And then another I'm just getting the controls down in game after I got it all working. What I ended up having to do is literally, after the 4 hours, I was done daisy chaining. I was done with it. So literally each piece is connected to the computer by itself. It's not daisy chained at all. I scrapped that for some reason. It was just not working. You can kind of see here. So it pull up Falcon pedals right here, and then and daisy chain, it should pull up the mongoose right here, which is the throttle. And it didn't do that. It wasn't doing that. It just wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, or how I thought it was supposed to work. Joystick works just fine, but it's plugged independently and it's not daisy chained. So see, like here, you're supposed, from what I understood, you're supposed to do the bass, and then I think what model the bass is or something like that right here, and then the aux is the part that's going to be daisy chained or is daisy chained, which I would figure is the pedals, but it didn't work. So I was literally up until about like 4 in the morning. You could probably tell here. Yeah, it was literally midnight as I started doing all the troubleshooting, and we can see here. Yeah, 112. Oh, what does that say? 2:55, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was still troubleshooting, and then I think you guys will probably see this somewhere in the video. I'm not quite sure where, but this is just when I finally got in game with it all kind of working, and it does the same thing. What? But then why is the right throttle braking? Yeah, I was in sleepy stupor. Move. I was totally done with this. I was fed up. But I finally got it working. And this is like 4 days later now, and as I'm editing this, this is like the 3rd day of editing all this content together. Ooh, that was a rudder kick, that's nice. But yeah, it actually turned out pretty well. It's super fun here for me. Yeah, you can hear it here. Oh, no.
Right engine.
Hold up, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, that's it for tonight. I'll record some more with this, but oh my goodness. This isn't gonna be the end of the video, but it's the end of the night for me, so you'll probably be talking to a nicely refreshed and not sleep deprived Thankless next time you hear from me, which is probably like a second or two for you guys, but it's probably gonna be a whole day or two for me, so hope you guys loved it. Thank you guys. See you in a sec. Hi. So yes, this is a day or two later, Thankless now. No longer sleep deprived, but still have been trying to troubleshoot it. I gave up the daisy chain. If anyone has like any advice for me, I think the problem is that you have the daisy chain from a base, which is like the throttle, or there's like another module that's just a whole bunch of switches and buttons that I think are a base module. And then the auxiliary modules, which is the joysticks, the pedals, anything like that that's kind of secondary. You're supposed to go to the base, the throttle, and then go to the auxiliaries, which is the pedals. Instead, what I was trying to do was go from the pedals to the base, and I think it doesn't work that way. So if anyone else has any other ideas, let me know. So now, after kind of using these for a while, and I only have like maybe 3 or 4 hours using them, but so far they feel really good. The joystick's nice and responsive. The throttle's like super intuitive. The buttons take a little bit getting used to, but I was actually excited for that part of it. And it's nice and smooth. All the switches, they function so well. As you can see. And then we have the joystick here. Oh, it is smooth. And this was like their entry-level joystick too, and it's actually really decent. You can still feel like how kind of plasticky it is, especially the throttle. The throttle handle kind of feels a little plasticky, I guess. Kind of hollow, plasticky feeling. If that makes sense. But all in all, like, for what it is, I really like it. Alright, so just a couple of things before we get farther into the video. I just want to let you guys all know that this is a review and not a tutorial, so don't expect it to be one. I have no clue what I'm doing, honestly. I'm just literally pulling things out of a box and plugging them in and trying to figure out where everything goes. So I just wanted to kind of go through this and show you guys. This is nothing against Virpil. I love their equipment. I think they're a great company. I just wanted to give you guys all clarifications and transparency throughout all this, because I was not paid this. I did not get this equipment for free. I paid for all of this out of my own pocket. So there's no advertising going on. There's no, Virpil had nothing to do with me getting this other than them being a company to buy from. So with that going forward, I just kind of wanted to go over a couple of things. So I did order this set way back last year in July, halfway through July. All right, this number right here, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, and I expect a lot of people would think that's a lot of money too, just for a couple of switches, which I understand why it's that much money for the products, and the products are quality and they're good. I have no problem with the pricing, just be all clear with that. So let's keep going. So when I ordered them, they had these estimated dispatch times: 7 weeks, 13 weeks, and 7 weeks. I was like, okay, I understand that, I'm fine. I get that I'm gonna have to wait for this equipment. So I waited, and I think this was probably November 3rd right here. You can see I emailed Virpil. I was kind of getting concerned that maybe I got scammed, or maybe I bought from a wrong website or something, which I was on and bought from the official Virpil website, and so this kind of cleared it up for me. I told him it's been 14 weeks, so 1 week after the Aeromac flight sticks were supposed to be shipped out, we're 13 weeks at order. So 13 weeks. And so I emailed them. It's been 14 weeks and 2 days since placing my order, just wondering how far along it is. And their support was honestly really good. Got back to me same day, like not even 10 minutes. They were almost instantly got back to me. So they said, "Hi, Thankless. Hope you're doing well today, and thank you for your patience with your pre-order. We have begun production of our first batches of the Aeromax R flight sticks, and are shipping our first batch soon in the US. Based on our current production schedule, we're estimated to dispatch your order around the end of November. We really appreciate your patience and understanding, and while we work to finish the batches and get them on the way, if you have any other questions, please let us know." So that was really reassuring to see that I didn't get scammed. It was an actual company. It was actual products. It was just, and I know that I was going to be on a waiting period. Like I said, this was November, and I wish I didn't have to contact them. I wish they would have sent an email out to me saying things are delayed, because I had no clue what was going on. I had no clue if my order was being prepared, if they even had my order ticket. Maybe it got mixed up in paperwork or computers or some type of whatever system they use to file their orders. I was worried that it got filed wrong or didn't, or got missed. And so I was kind of getting antsy, because like I said, that's a pretty big number. So you can see here, this is email receipt. I did get the 5% off, 5% off, which is $50. Oh my god, that's a lot of money to get off. So if we keep going, I told them thank you for the update, and they said most welcome, Tony S. So thank you, Tony. You're very helpful. And so coming February, so this is where the other issue comes into play, is these emails were November. 14 weeks, November. So a week passed already, where it said that they would be shipped 13 weeks, per as this section right here. I didn't get a delivery date until February 5th. That's how long this was. Oh, I kind of mixed up, but this should be highlighted too. So that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish months. 7 months. How many weeks is that? So yeah, it's now been 28 weeks and 2 days, and I did receive this the 4th of February. Hold on, you guys, one sec.
Reinforce.
Ready to
Oh
liberate.
shoot, sorry about
Marking
that.
location.
Oh, where were we? Guess what just arrived? All the Virpil stuff. Finally,
Fuck,
it's,
man.
I ordered it like last January.
Instant lock on.
So, yeah, that's still like what? The end of 27 weeks right there. 27 weeks when originally it was 13. That's not good. Like, I get they probably had back orders as well, probably from, I'm guessing, if they are sending everything out January, February, March. Yeah, I'm guessing they probably only do certain batches at certain times of the year. I just ordered at a very bad time of the year because I'm guessing that the rudders were in stock and they had them, and I'm guessing the mongooses were in stock, but these Aeromax flight sticks, I'm betting that there was some issue with their production, and yeah, it's in all transparency. And then this is the shipping email I got along with the UPS email, which arrived with no problems. The packaging was perfect, the boxes were perfect, UPS did a good job shipping them. Had no issues with that. The products are amazing. I'm loving the joysticks and the throttle, but I just wanted to be all transparent with this review. Like I said, it is a review. It's not a tutorial. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing, so don't listen to me if you're trying to figure this stuff out. But yeah, I just hope that clears some stuff up for you guys. Because I was expecting a long wait time. I just wish on their end they were more they're able to reach out and were more explanatory to me of what was going on. Like even an email saying, hey, we're having issues with shipping these products, they're still in the works and we're still working to get them out, or something like that. Just some kind of, you know, because I was expecting these products like the end of October, maybe November, and it is now February. I just barely got them. So, yeah. So with that, I guess back to the show. Whoa. All right, wait up. Just 1 minute. So, yeah, some stuff happened. This is now, it's the day of the 20th. This video was actually supposed to go out 2 weeks ago. I was done with it like that Monday, and it should have been out 2 weeks ago. Week ago, I guess. 2 weeks, I don't know. But we ran into an issue. Literally, I had set up for like 2 or 3 days. I think it broke on this Sunday for me. Literally the day I was going to upload the rest of this video to you guys. This part wasn't supposed to be in it. So the whole rest of the video, I had no recollection that this was even going to happen because it was all beforehand. So I'll just cut it short. The joystick broke. And we're going to go through that here and now. Because I feel like I have to, out of transparency. I was tempted just to drop the video and just let it ride, but I felt like that was probably not the best thing to do. So the problem is the C-type plug broke. If you can see, The contact bands, some of them broke. And I didn't put it in the video earlier, but one of the issues I had with the troubleshooting is I couldn't get certain buttons to bind. So this is the joystick C-plug, and I couldn't get buttons to bind on it. Like the moment I first got it and got it onto Virpil's software and stuff, got it in game, like the big red button on the top left wouldn't bind to anything, and I thought it was due to my error. I thought I messed something up in the Virpil controls or something, and it just wouldn't bind anything to certain buttons. But come to find out, literally, let's go back to the calendar. Literally, I think it was this Sunday, or the Sunday after you guys just heard me last, pretty much. I went to plug it in, and it'd turn on like 5 seconds and turn off. So what we're gonna get into here is just kind of the whole situation of trying to get it repaired. Because keep in mind, I have waited like 7 months for this product and almost $1,000 for the product. And you guys will see here why it kind of got me fired up for a little bit, because I sent them a ticket for the issue. The CDT Aeromax R flight stick C-type plug is broke, and Virpil contacted me. Your ticket ID number is redacted. Just like the Epstein files, I swear. I just don't want any else. Any of you hooligans freaking track me down. But it says, we'd like to acknowledge your request. The ticket has been created, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, they got my ticket, accepted it, and they get back to me Monday to Friday, right? Pretty typical. And so this was another email I got soon after I got my order, or I placed my order. And it says 90 days damage, theft, loss, price protection, no fees returned. But I'm not sure if that's 90 days after you paid for it or 90 days after you receive it, because it was well after, I'm pretty sure well after 90 days that I actually got my products. So here we go. So ignore this top part here. It's just I couldn't get the email the same day I sent it to look the same. So Monday 9th, February. Monday the 9th. Right here. Serranus gets back to me, says, "Hi Thankless, I'm sorry to hear that you are experiencing issues with your VPC gear. Rest assured we are aiming to resolve it ASAP. Looking at the image, regrettably, it appears as the user inflicted damage rather than manufacturing defects, which is not covered under the manufacturer warranty. Still, we will troubleshoot the device and propose a solution. If self-replacement is easily doable, we can invoice you for the replacement part. Otherwise, we'll collect the device for servicing at one of our service centers and get it fixed, and invoice you for the repairs just prior to returning a fully functional unit back to you. In order for us to have an up-to-date warranty information, please kindly confirm the information below." And I confirmed it. And when I woke up Monday morning and I saw this email, my heart literally sank. Like, I don't, it's hard to describe how mad I was and how heartbroken I was, and just felt utterly used because of this one email. It appears as user-inflicted damage, which they would not warranty or cover. I had the device 4 days, and it broke, right? And they, nothing against Virpil, nothing against Serranus, but after waiting over half a year and over almost $1,000, and then not even lasting a week, and then telling me that I need to pay to get it fixed. But I'm pretty sure the plug was broken out of the box, because like I said, it wouldn't bind to anything, and it's not like I would shoving it in there, you know. I plug it in like you would your cell phone or anything else, you know. It's not like I was trying to be forceful with it or anything. but it gets better from here, so don't worry. So that's what I said to him. I've only been using a flight stick for about 2 or 3 days now. I went to plug it back in, and it wouldn't turn. It would turn on for a few seconds, and then turn itself off. And I looked into where the plug and where I'd plugged the C-type into, and saw that the connectors for the C-type plug are all pushed back into the back of the plug on the joystick. So I'm not quite sure what to do. So that was the first email back that I put with the ticket, which should have been right here. I don't know why Gmail is doing this weird stuff, but so this was the email I sent, and this is the email I got back. So this was, I'm pretty sure, that Sunday morning or Saturday, and then this was Monday, so 2 days, weekend. And then this email here is responding to Serranus' email right here. It says pretty much what I just covered. I'm pretty sure it was broken when I got it, because when I plugged it in to try and bind some controls, I thought I was doing something wrong because they wouldn't bind, but then some of the buttons just weren't working. I thought it was due to my error, but it was not. I'm guessing it's because the C-type plug was probably originally broken when it arrived. So, makes sense. And then Alexander gets back to me. Says, "Hi Thankless, welcome to Virpil Controls. Welcome to Virpil Controls Technician Support. I am Engineer Alexander, and I will be happy to resolve any issues you may be experiencing. You can take your device to the service center. Please confirm, and I will pass your request to the service center. They will contact you and provide all necessary information on shipping, etc. Have a nice day." So the same day, they sent me another email. "Hope you're well. We've generated a return shipping label that should be delivered to your email shortly. Please carefully pack your flight stick in original packaging," which I did. "You may bring the package along with your return label to the local UPS office at your convenience. We'll let you know once we receive the device, and keep you informed throughout the repair process. This shouldn't take us more than 1 to 2 days once we receive it. If you have any further questions, please let us know." And so that was the same day as the previous email. So they worked pretty quick and got me a return label, and honestly, the return super easy. I just put it in the original packaging. We'll see in the unboxing for the returned joystick after we get through the rest of these emails, which isn't going to be too much longer. So just hang with me. So yeah, it was really good. I took it back to FedEx. They scanned the barcode on my email that I had, and it's super easy. So same day, February 9th, I told him, okay, it's with UPS and on the way. And then Tony S. Oh, Tony's been awesome through all of this. I'm pretty sure he's the first person that got back to me when I emailed them about how or where in progress is my order. So Tony's been really great. He says, "Hi Thankless, that was very fast. Thank you for the update. We'll update you once we have it, and keep you posted about the return." And then, so this is February 13th now, he gets back to me. So this is when I sent it back in Monday, and so he gets back to me February 13th. That's kind of a bad date. Hope everyone's all right. Just realized that. So, right here. He says, "Hi Thankless, good afternoon. We have received your flight stick, and today we will begin the service shortly. We will update you once the repair is complete. Thank you." So, sure. So yeah, February 13th, same day. February 13th, yep. Same day. So he says, "Hi Thankless, I'm pleased to confirm the repair is complete. We have replaced the USB port for you, and we are providing a new USB cable for you as well. We are shipping this back out today. Here's your tracking information, UPS, same thing." All right. So yeah, that was so nice to read when I read it, that they were not going to be charging me anymore for honestly what should be covered initially. So I said, "Oh my god, thank you guys. I've been so excited to finally use it." Because at this point, it's been nearly 8 months that I've been waiting to play with this joystick and throttle. Like, this has been like the most gracious teachment of patience I've ever had was. So here's Serranus again. He says, "Hi Thankless, you are most welcome." So that's like the end of the emails there. So I just want to say now, no hard feelings. I'm glad I finally got my products, and as I'm making hopefully this final edit to the video and hopefully getting it out to you guys, it's now the 20th. So, and I believe I received the joystick Wednesday, and during stream as well, I believe. It just took me. I've had a couple things I needed to do, so that's why it's now the 20th that I'm making this video. So now let's get back into the re-unboxing. So it was packaged pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's mostly all the same packaging I resent it back to them with. So like the cardboard was, I'm pretty sure my exact packaging I got. This is the new plug. Everything was packaged nice and tight again. There was some rips in the bubble wrap, but I'm pretty sure it was the same bubble wrap that originally came with the device that I also sent back to them. So I haven't really gotten around to use it yet, so I just want to finish this video and get it out to you guys. You see the plug there? Get zoomed in there. You can kind of see it's nice, brand new. No pieces of contacts broken in there, shaved off, pushed down, none of that. So I was really happy with the repair. Like, it was done really well. You can't even tell that it's been replaced. It was so well done. And checking all the buttons, all the finish, the pads, the chassis of it, just making sure everything was like all steady, sturdy. Clicking buttons, pulling the triggers, and hopefully I don't have to make another edit to this video, because if there is another edit to this video, it's because when I finally plugged everything back in to use it again, nothing works. But hopefully that's not the case, and we are actually playing with it. So, thank you guys. Back to the show. So now I just want to show you guys kind of my mouse and keyboard, or some of my mice and keyboard. I'll grab them down here real quick. They're not usually on top of my computer. I just have them out because I wanted to show you guys. So I'll put them in order of oldest to newest currently. So I'll start with the keyboard. I believe this is a G915, right? Yeah, G915. Back scratcher. Yeah, this is a G915, Logitech, obviously. I'm a big Logitech guy. I really like it. I like the keyboard. It's the clicky version. I think they have like 3 different types of versions, but it is super nice. I bought it and this G502 from Logitech as well at the same time. I had the previous G502 that was not the Lightspeed version, I believe, and then I also had a version, the version before that was only wired, and I love these G502s. Oh my god, I really love these. So the first one never went out. I gave that one away, I think, to my sister. The second one, I gave that one away too, because I was replacing it with this one, and this one lasted me probably a good year, let's say. But the problem I'm having with it is I believe it was the right click. You'd hold it, but it would like unclick itself. Like, you'd go to scope in a game, and it'd constantly scope in and out, in and out, in and out. And so apparently it's a common problem with these G502s. I don't know why Logitech keeps putting these crappy triggers in them, but you know, I love the buttons, I love the layout, I love the way it feels, and the weights that they come with. It's really freaking nice. And then this next one's kind of a disappointment. I was really excited about this one because after the G502 went out, I wanted a mouse with the more thumb buttons, because I thought that would you know, be able to bind some buttons here so I don't have to reach across the keyboard and stuff like that. So I had this mouse for maybe a month. I really liked it. It's got like a third like mouse button. If you kind of see that, it's got a third mouse button on the side that you can bind to whatever. It's MMO style mouse, and I really liked it. And I've had it. I used it for like maybe a month and a half, and almost immediately like the scroll wheel was going out. So like you try and scroll in, and like it just doesn't read it right, and it'll scroll in and out, in and out, in and out. Which really freaking sucks because I'm a really big EVGA guy. I had, you know, my previous graphics card was a, you know, EVGA 3070, you know. Just right before they went out of business. Or not out of business, but, you know, stopped selling graphics cards. And so I grabbed this thinking, you know, I could still support them somehow, but, you know, it seems like they don't want to support us anymore because they want to sell us these garbage mice. Apparently it's a big common problem, these scroll wheels going out on these things. Extremely common, like literally everywhere I was looking, everyone was having the same problem. And people were having issues returning and getting returns or refunds, apparently. And so I decided to opt out of it. And literally 2 months of having it, I went online trying to find another MMO mouse. And it boiled down to the Razer Naga V2, I believe. This thing is actually pretty nice. I really love the layout of the thumb buttons on the EVGA X15 because you have like a whole space here for your thumb to go, which I'm having an issue with this Naga at the moment. Sometimes I keep accidentally pushing. Ooh. It's hard to hold on to. I sometimes accidentally find myself actually pushing a button when I don't mean to. And the mouse was originally really slippery, but I bought some of these kind of really sticky mouse grips, which I put on the EVGA because it was kind of slippy too. But this Razer Naga is really slippery. Because you have really no place to hold on to with your thumb. You're pretty much relying on your palm and your pinky and like ring finger to hold on to it. But it's got a infinite scroll wheel, releasable scroll wheel, which I won't ever buy a mouse without one again. Like the G502 has infinite scroll wheel, and I absolutely loved it on this. I think that's probably why I used it for so freaking long, and still will probably go back to it. I just wish Logitech made MMO mouse, because I think they used to. They made like, I think it was like the M600 or something like that, or the L600, which honestly was everything I was looking for in a mouse. It's just they don't make them anymore. They don't sell them. So I ended up with this Razer Naga V2. I was really concerned because it is not wired. It is not rechargeable. You have to supply your own batteries, which I wasn't really a big fan of. And but it has a Bluetooth and then like a light speed mode, hyperspeed they call it. But it's been good so far. I've liked it. Took definitely a little bit of getting used to, but so far it runs really good. But it's smooth, it slides real good. I just wish it didn't look so cheap. It kind of feels cheap, like the plastic they used. I think it's because it uses the top of the mouse as a shell, and so it's kind of, the fitment's kind of, I don't know, feels like hollow and a little cheap, I guess. But then like the side here actually feels pretty decent, but the bottom, I don't know, the bottom just feels cheap. And I don't know why they just didn't make the V2 rechargeable. Give it a plug to plug into or something, and just make it rechargeable, because then it'd probably be my favorite mouse at the moment over the G502s. But because G502s have really nice plugs, and having it the Logitech keyboard and mouse, I only really needed to wire one power cord to the desk to charge either or at the same time, at one time. And then I think last but not least at the moment, the controller. I've had this thing for probably like 4 years now. It's seen some battles. I can permanently turn left. You can see that. Get some light on it. Oh, come on, camera. There we go. I can permanently turn left. I've gotten used to it though, so like I kind of like how floaty it is now. But yeah. And then we got the fly swatter. We got the bug eliminator 9000. Spreading democracy even in my bedroom. Even when because like we live like a mile away from a river, so during the hotter months it gets the damn buggers get really bad around here, so I gotta kind of teach them who's boss, spread them some democracy, some liberty, some would say. Then got the computer. Got a GeForce GTX 5080 PNY. Really nice card. I upgraded from a 3070 to the 5080, and it's night and day. Oh my god, going from what was it, 8 gigabytes to now like what, 16? Oh my god, it's insane. And then I got 64 gigabytes of RAM. You can see. The processor is a Ryzen 5900, just a standard, no X3D. I've had it for about 5-6 years now, so it's treating me really good. Motherboard's what is it? It's like it's an MSI board, and so I'm trying to look at my notes. Yeah, it's MSI B550 Pro, so it actually works really good. I like it. I really like the B550 boards. All the kind of the B series boards are actually really good. And then I have quite a few different storage devices, which I'll probably go over in editor thankless mode. And then can't really see it now, but the AIO is just another EVGA AIO. The fans went out like 3 months back, and I had to switch them out. The bearings in them were starting to go out, but the case fans, original case fans, have been in there since I bought the computer from iBuyPower originally. That's where I got the computer from. It came with like a 2060 Super, same power supply as 750 watt power supply, gold rated. So it's not too bad. Probably it's been running this 5080 just fine on 750 watts. So I haven't been no problems there. But oh, and I can't believe I almost missed them. The RAM are G.Skill Trident Z Neo series, 64 gigs. So 4 sticks of 16 gigabytes each. They honestly, unless if I go to AM5, I probably will never ever have to upgrade the RAM at all. Especially now with RAM prices the way they are. And these things are just absolutely so cool. I love the look of them. They got like this like royal kind of razory look to them. Oh, that's so cool. That's pretty much it. You guys have been seeing a bunch of probably the flight stick stuff by now. I'm not sure. I haven't really got to editing this all together because I'm kind of Just get all the footage together, but yeah, that's the setup. That is where the meat pile gets his videos. This is where all the carrying happens. So yeah. So then what we have up next are the monitors. These things are sweet, and it's where all the magic happens. So the one I mainly game on is a Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. It is not the OLED version. I've had this thing almost since, as long as I've had the computer, 2022, 2021-ish. So I've had them for a couple years. And then I believe the top one is an Acer Predator X34 or X35. It'll be in the description down below. Everything will be, except that Jupiter. I'm not sure where to get that anymore. But it is a 32:9 monitor, but I have it set up for 21:9 because you can look up 32:9 videos yourself on YouTube, and they do not look good. But the reason why I do 21:9 is because of the size of the monitors I have, of course, and also for like most phones are actually a 21:9 when you put them on their sides, and so then when you record like this, it fills up a whole phone screen. But I don't know, it's just preferences, and it's something different, unique, and new. But I really like them. This Predator honestly has a better picture, I believe, than the Odyssey does. But I don't know, the Odyssey is just, when you have it in the full 32:9 version, it'll blow you away how immersive it is. When you actually get up here in it and you start playing, and you have like peripherals for days, it's just so insane. And then it might seem weird with having the monitor up top like that. Everyone thinks I might have to kink my neck just to look at it, but it's honestly not that bad. All you do is just lean back, and kind of helps you keep your posture in a way. But and then the next thing we have, hopefully the last thing, is this Tobii Eye Tracker Pro. It works actually really good for most games. Some games, they actually don't have the eye tracker part, they just have the head tracker part of it, which I don't really care for those. But, so it sucks in that regard. I'd love to get a head tracker one of these days, but they're just so expensive. But this Tobii Eye Tracker 5 seems to work pretty well for most things. And, yeah, I think that's about it. I almost forgot one last thing before we move on. The top monitor, don't mind the dust. the top monitor is held on by a monitor arm from a company called Mount Up. It's pretty nice. I would have put both monitors on it, and it's just screwed into the wall. But I would have put both monitors on it, and I originally tried to do that, but the monitor arms couldn't hold up the weight of the Odyssey, because there goes our light. Couldn't hold up the weight of the Odyssey, even tensioned all the way as far as it could go. It just wouldn't hold it up. So then over here, if you see, I got this Gator Frameworks boom arm, as you can see. It is it's alright. I wish this hinge here, I could make it go backwards so the boom would be pointed up, but you do that and you can't feed your mic wire through and stuff like that. But I've gotten used to it. I really didn't like it at first, but it's kind of grown on me. And then we got the Shure SM7B, which is honestly it's all you really need for any type of streaming. It's honestly literally everything you want and more. And then it is an XLR microphone, so you do need a XLR interface, which is what this big plug is here. It's an XLR plug or wire or connector, whatever you want to call it. And then you need a base, which I got this Go XLR Mini that it goes into the back to. and then I can control the game audio, music, like chat, people in Discord, and then my own microphone here, and then I can mute each channel. So if you ever watching me stream or something, and you see me playing, and you don't hear me talking, it's because I pushed this button. This is a very bad button. I need to stop pushing it. But it's really nice because I got these on speakers as well, and usually it's pretty tough to kind of switch from one audio thing to the other through Windows, but this actually makes it really easy. And so right now we have my headphones plugged in, which we'll talk about here in a second. But if I want to plug in my speakers, I unplug my headphones here and then plug in the speakers as you could just hear. So now the speakers are in. So next are these Audio Technicas. Oh my god. These Audio Technica Airs. These things are so freaking insane. I had to put a little Velcro strap up here because it kept falling like down my head. Falling off my head, I guess. But these are open-backed headphones, which means they have no audio canceling or anything like that. They're just open air, so you get like a really, really insanely good like soundstage. Like you can listen to a song and literally hear a person's position in a room almost through a song, or like any type of podcast, or like in games. It's insane because you can just I probably have a few clips of me doing it, but you could literally hear things before you see them so well. These Audio Technicas are nuts. I don't know how well we can be heard. Oh! Oh wow! What was that, another guy? What's that? I can't recommend them though now. If like any type of like music audio equipment or anything like that, if you can get it interfaced into your computer or your setup, it's probably one of the best types of equipment to get. Because like, yeah, you have this old gamer stuff, but then you're paying for the surplus because it has a gamer over it. But yeah. So this Shure SM7B comes with multiple filters, so I use this big one because I have a lot of harsh S sounds that when I talk, and kind of puh a lot. But it also comes in this little bag I have here. It also comes with like you've probably seen it before, but like kind of a smaller, I don't want to get it out because it's kind of hard because the bag's all felt, so it attaches to each other. But yeah, and then under here, I don't know if I can get a good view of him, but we got a little monkey man hiding back here. Hello. He's always watching me play. I dab him up every once in a while when I do something good. But yeah, on top of that, we got my music equipment. I got my guitar here. It's a Geo Ibanez. Really freaking nice guitar. I love this thing. And then we got the Spider V60 amp from Line 6. This thing is freaking insane. So like, it has, get the light. It has like a whole bunch, like you can like a whole bunch of, how do you put it, like presets you can do, like famous guitar sounds. You can even like plug this thing in and even download like more like guitar sounds, or like anything that's ever been used in like live concert or anything like that. You can literally download all those effects that they use into this one amp and be able to play them. It's insane. This amp, it is a little pricey, but it is so freaking worth it, and it's literally all you would need if you're just like someone like me that just plays kind of regularly, not too good. But and then I got this JJK poster a couple years back in a Home Depot parking lot. Some dude was selling a bunch of posters, and I grabbed it from him, or bought it from him. I didn't grab it from him. I had no thief. But yeah. And then what else? Got my thermostat. Got my little mini Jupiter over here. And that's pretty much it. We got these two. But yeah, that's about it for the setup. You guys already probably have seen more than enough of the flight stuff. So yeah, I hope this video comes together good. I've been working really hard on it. I guess we could do my phone. Very last thing. But this is a Fold 6. Really nice phone. It's really cracked up, but it's just the case. The phone itself is like actually really freaking nice. Really freaking nice. I just can't seem to find a good phone case for it. But yeah, that's about it. If I find anything else, I'll probably have to put it in the video somewhere, but thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hold up, wait. You gotten this far, thank you. I appreciate it. I will be live streaming on the channel by the time this video goes live. So if you get this far, come over and say hi. We'll probably be streaming some Nuclear Option. Gonna try and do like a viewer only like server or something, and get all you guys in and have you guys come and drop some nuclear bombs, hoping for a nuclear winter with me. See you guys there. Thanks for watching.